Friends, let us seek the truth about what afflicts the modern soul. Anxiety, this persistent shadow, is not a causeless illness, but a distorted echo of our own minds. It is the mind, in its agitation, that projects itself into an uncertain future or clings to an immutable past, forgetting the only place where life truly happens, the now. The cure begins with recognizing that this restlessness is an invitation to an inner journey, not an external battle. Observe the anxious person. They live in a labyrinth of what-ifs, of worries that multiply like echoes in a dark cave. They build invisible prisons with the bricks of fear, chaining themselves to a future that does not yet exist. The truth, however, is that most of the fears that haunt them will never materialize, and even those that do are rarely as terrible as the mind paints them. The first step towards healing is self-knowledge. How can we master what we do not understand? Ask yourselves, what truly afflicts me? Is this concern about the present, about something I can act on now, or is it a projection of a future, hypothetical and fragile self? Anxiety feeds on our ignorance of ourselves and the true nature of reality. Reason is our greatest ally. Socrates taught us that virtue is knowledge, and knowledge liberates. Instead of fleeing from anxiety, confront it with questions. Ask yourselves, what is the evidence for this concern? Is it based on facts or fleeting feelings? What is the worst-case scenario, and what would I do if it actually happened? Have I survived challenges before? Anxiety thrives in the vacuum of inaction. When the mind finds itself without a clear purpose in the present, it scatters in 1,000 directions, seeking problems to solve in imaginary scenarios. Find a purpose, a task, a study. Occupy your mind with what is real and tangible. Work, reflection, and learning are powerful antidotes against the mental idleness that generates anxiety. Consider the impermanence of all things. What causes us great affliction today may tomorrow be just a distant memory, or even a source of wisdom. Nothing in this world remains static. Just as seasons change, so do our circumstances and our emotions. Clinging to what is fleeting is an endless source of suffering. Gratitude is a balm for the anxious soul. In the whirlwind of future worries, we forget the blessings of the present. Take a moment to acknowledge the air you breathe, the sun that warms you, the small daily joys. Gratitude anchors the mind in the now, diverting it from the vertigo of what if to the richness of what is. Cultivate temperance. Modern life, with its excesses and constant pursuit of more, fosters anxiety. Simplify. Reduce external and internal noise. Seek moderation in your habits, in your desires, in your expectations. Less is often more peace. Connection with others is vital. Man is not an island. Anxiety can isolate, leading to seclusion and rumination. Share your concerns with wise and trusted friends. The spoken word, when heard by another, loses some of its power over us. Mutual support strengthens the soul and illuminates the path. Practice Socratic inner dialogue. Just as a master questions their student, question yourselves. Challenge negative thoughts that present themselves as absolute truths. Is this belief useful? Does it serve me? Does it lead me closer to peace or drag me into the abyss? The mind can be your greatest tyrant or your greatest liberator. The body is the temple of the mind. Neglecting the body invites anxiety to settle in. Maintain a balanced diet, exercise, and sleep adequately. Physical well-being is a fundamental foundation for mental health. Anxiety often manifests physically. Taking care of the body is taking care of the mind. Acceptance of the uncontrollable is a pillar of serenity. There are aspects of life that are beyond our influence. Trying to control the uncontrollable is an inexhaustible source of frustration and anxiety. Distinguish between what you can change and what you need to accept. Wisdom lies in knowing the difference. Meditate. Find moments of quietude and silence. In these moments, the mind can calm down and the true voice of wisdom, which resides in everyone, can be heard. Meditation is not an escape, but a return to the center of oneself, a refuge from the external storm. Remember that life is a continuous learning process. Challenges and uncertainties are not punishments, but opportunities for growth. Every moment of anxiety, when understood and faced with wisdom, is a chance to strengthen the spirit and mind, making them more resilient. Thus, the cure for anxiety is not a distant destination, but a journey of self-discovery and conscious choice. Choose reason over excessive emotion, presence over projection, gratitude over lack. Find the peace that already resides within you, and allow that light to dissipate all shadows. The truth will set you free.